My name is Andre Harrison. I've been a pro MMA fighter for 3 years now. I train at Belmore Kickboxing Academy and Scarola Jiu-Jitsu, and just in there with some animals. I go other places and get different sessions and stuff like that as well. But that's home. Those are home. Growing up, like me and my friends, we'd always have boxing gloves, play around with each other in the front yard, have like little summer brawls and stuff. And so when I went away to college for wrestling, one of my teammates, he was an amateur MMA fighter, and he held a title in the area. He had nobody to train with because everybody around us were all wrestlers. So he asked me if I'd put on the gloves and go with him. So mixing up, punches and takedowns, that was okay. It was relatively even. Then when we involved the kicks, that's when the whole game changed up. So he kicked me a few times and it started to hurt, so I wanted to kick him back one good solid time. When I turned into kick, my hands was all the way down, and he stepped in and cracked me with a hard punch, and my jaw just wasn't right for a little while. And so I decided I was going to learn how to do this so I can get him back. And by that time, I was already booked for my first amateur fight. So I feel wrestling plays a big portion in MMA. Especially like when we were in high school, the coaches or the alumni that used to came down, they come from a hostile era. So, they would bring that kind of rawness, into the practice room. If you got crossface, that was a punch. It wasn't a crossface. And so the adjustment itself, isn't really a big adjustment. And as far as how I feel it affects my fighting style, I love it because I get to dictate where the fight goes. If we're on our feet and you're getting the better of me, I can take you down and neutralize your best position. If I know you have a good ground game, I can negate it by stopping you from taking me down. I had 6 amateur fights, I won all of those. I had 9 pro fights, I won all of those. So I love it. I love everything about it. I like, the training aspect of it. I like learning new techniques, everything like that. And I just so happens I happen to be relatively good at it. I want to win. I want to have that belt wrapped around my waist, the UFC belt. I mean, that's the biggest promotion that that is out right now for MMA, and to win that means that you're #1 in the world. So for me, that's my goal. I want to be #1. There's no sense in being a lower tier fighter. You work hard every single day. You want something to show for it. You're gonna have doubters. You're gonna have a whole bunch of reasons to stop. You just keep going. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else but yourself. That is it. If it feels right to you, just keep doing it and do it with your all. Don't do it halfway. Put everything into it. It takes a lot of people to build somebody up and get them to a point where they can be successful. So I just would like to say a special thank you to all those people. I mean, Keith Trimble, who goes above and beyond to make sure that anything that I need done, gets done for me to be successful. Spiro Valantis, same exact way, same thing. Joe Scarola, Dr. Michael Camp, who, there was a time where I was hobbling a few days before the fight, and he pretty much fixes me. And not only does he fix me, but he does my strength program as well. So for anybody who I may have fought or trained with that felt I was strong, that's the person you can say thank you for, yeah, I mean, definitely would like to say thank you to all those people. I mean, they make this possible.